I added Bugatti to F1 2021's My Team Career Mode and simulated 10 seasons. Can Bugatti dominate Formula 1? Stay tuned to find out. My name is Chris, welcome back to CFRacing, and enjoy the video. Hello everybody and welcome back to another F1 2021 simulation video. In today's video, I will be adding Bugatti to the game while simulating literally everything. For this experiment, I put all career mode settings onto reduce just to shake it up a bit. Sometimes I change up the acclaim levels, sometimes I change up like the pay and the R&D, but today literally every single setting is on reduced. And before this video starts, if you guys are new here and you enjoy the simulations from me, then please go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe. The goal is to reach 100k by the end of the year. I don't know if we can do that, but if you enjoy, you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, share with your friends, comment what team I should do next. And with that being said, let's take a look at the admin for Team Bugatti. As the main driver for all 10 seasons of this simulation, I decided to go with an ex-Haas driver, Kevin Magnussen. He will be the lead driver for all 10 seasons because I think he could be a good shout for Bugatti if they ever decide to join Formula 1, and he's a good driver who probably still deserves to be in Formula 1 to say the least. For the F2 driver I chose was Guanyu Zhou, and that is because I chose Bugatti to run a Renault engine for all 10 seasons, and Guanyu Zhou is part of the Renault Alpine Driver Academy, so I think that they would want to have one of their young drivers in that car as well. And lastly guys, here is the livery for all 10 years of the simulation. In 2021, Max Verstappen becomes a world champion, taking 7 wins on the year to claim his maiden crown, followed by Bottas with 4 wins in P2, Hamilton 2 wins in P3, with Sergio Perez in 1 win for P4. In the constructor standings, Red Bull take their first constructors title since 2013, followed by Mercedes P2, McLaren P3, Ferrari P4, AlphaTauri P5, Alpine P6, Aston Martin P7, Alfa Romeo P8, Bugatti P9, Williams P10, and Haas in dead last. In the driver transfer market, a lot has gone on here, and I guess reduced settings kind of help with that because teams don't get a claim and they don't have the money to spend on drivers. So in the driver transfer market, Antonio Giovinazzi signs to Bugatti, Charles Leclerc goes to Alfa Romeo. He leaves Ferrari, that kind of sucks. But replacing Charles Leclerc in Ferrari is Max Verstappen. Replacing Verstappen at Red Bull is ex-Red Bull Academy driver Dan Ticktum. Then we have Mick Schumacher going to Mercedes and Valtteri Bottas going to Haas. They pull off a swap there. Carlos Sainz goes to Williams, Guanyu Zhou goes to Ferrari, and Nicholas Latifi becomes a free agent. In 2022, Sergio Perez becomes a world champion, taking 7 wins on the year to finish P1. Hamilton surprisingly takes 0 wins, but does finish in P2. Gasly takes a win to finish P3. Ricciardo takes 2 wins and finishes P4. Norris somehow took 4 wins and ended up finishing P5. Must have been a very inconsistent season from him. Schumacher takes 1 win to finish P6, and Verstappen takes a win for Ferrari to finish in P7. In the constructor standings, Mercedes are back on top, winning their first Constructors' Championship since 2020 in this simulation, I guess. We have McLaren in P2, Red Bull P3, AlphaTauri P4, Ferrari P5, Aston Martin P6, Alpine P7, Alfa Romeo P8, Williams P9, Haas in P10, and for some reason, Bugatti finish in dead last. In the driver transfer market, Kimi Raikkonen decides to retire from Formula 1 at the end of 2022, and to take his spot at Alfa Romeo, we have Daniel Ricciardo. So it looks like we're going to have a great pairing right there for Alfa Romeo. Jack Aitken goes to Alfa Romeo as well. Mick Schumacher goes to Ferrari. Sergio Perez goes to McLaren. Dan Ticktum to Mercedes. Leclerc does not go to Red Bull. He is supposed to go to Ferrari, and Nicholas Latifi also goes to Red Bull. In 2023, Charles Leclerc wins his first World Drivers' Championship with Red Bull as he takes 10 wins on the year to finish P1. Gasly takes 4 wins on the year to finish P2. Norris takes 1 win to finish P3, and Sergio Perez takes 1 win to finish P4. In the constructor standings, Mercedes win a second consecutive constructors title with Hamilton and Dan Ticktum. With McLaren, we have McLaren in P2, Red Bull P3, AlphaTauri P4, Ferrari P5, Aston Martin P6, Alpine P7, Alfa Romeo P8, Williams P9, Haas in P10, and Bugatti in dead last. Surprisingly, absolutely nothing changed in constructor standings wise, which is kind of cool. In the driver transfer market, Daniel Ricciardo decides to retire from Formula 1. George Russell goes to Bugatti. Mick Schumacher signs with Alfa Romeo. Dan Ticktum goes to Alpine. Robert Schwartzman goes to Ferrari. Giovinazzi to Haas. Christian Lundgaard goes to Mercedes. Esteban Ocon replaces Latifi at Red Bull. And Nicholas Latifi goes back to Williams. In 2024, Charles Leclerc becomes a 2-time world champion and has an absolutely dominant season, taking 12 wins on the year to finish P1, and Lando Norris takes 4 wins on the year to finish P2. In the constructor standings, a lot has changed. Red Bull move up 2 spots to finish in P1, once again taking their second constructors title of this simulation. McLaren finished P2. Ferrari finished P3, and they had a good bounce back season. AlphaTauri P4, Mercedes drop all the way down to P5. Alpine finished P6, Bugatti move up 4 spots to P7. Williams finished P8. Aston Martin have a bad season to finish down in P9. Alfa Romeo finish in P10, and Haas finish in dead last. In the driver transfer market, Valtteri Bottas decides to retire from Formula 1. Lance Stroll goes to AlphaTauri. Christian Lundgaard goes to Alpine. Guan Yu Zhou goes to Aston Martin. Yuki Tsunoda goes to Ferrari. Nikita Mazepin goes back to Haas. And Dan Ticktum goes to Mercedes. And at the end of 2024, there is going to be a regulation change to the aero departments. In 2025, Leclerc has his most dominant season yet, becoming a 3-time world champion and taking 15 out of the 16 wins all season. Esteban Ocon finishes in P2 with no wins, but Lando Norris finishes in P3 with 1 win. In the constructors standings, Red Bull take their second consecutive constructors title. McLaren finish in P2, AlphaTauri finish P3, Ferrari P4, Mercedes P5, Alpine P6, Williams move up to P7, Aston Martin P8, Bugatti drop down 2 spots to finish in P9, Alfa Romeo finish P10, and Haas finish in dead last. In the driver transfer market, Callum Ilott goes to Aston Martin, Nobuharu Matsushita goes to Ferrari, Robert Schwartzman goes to Mercedes, and Yuki Tsunoda goes to Williams. In 2026, Charles Leclerc becomes a 4-time world champion, taking 4 in a row, just like Seb did actually, taking 12 wins on the year to finish in P1. Gasly finishes in P2 with no wins. Verstappen finishes in P3 with 3 wins. Stroll finishes P4 with 1 win, and Ocon finishes P5 with 1 win. Red Bull win their 3rd consecutive constructors title, followed by AlphaTauri in P2. The Red Bull family is absolutely dominating Formula 1 right now. Ferrari finished P3, McLaren P4, Mercedes P5, Alpine P6, Bugatti P7, Williams P8, Aston Martin P9, Alfa Romeo P10, and Haas in dead last. In the driver transfer market, Sainz decides to retire from Formula 1. Sergio Perez goes to Alfa Romeo. Pedro Piquet goes to Ferrari, Robert Schwartzman goes to McLaren, Marcus Armstrong goes to Mercedes, and Dan Ticktum goes to Williams. In 2027, Charles Leclerc becomes a 5-time world champion, but we had a very close season for 2nd place over here. Leclerc took 9 wins on the year to win his 5th consecutive title. Stroll takes 2 wins to finish P2. Ocon took a win to P3. Gasly took 1 win to finish P4. Russell took a win to finish P5. Verstappen took a win and finished P6. And Hamilton took his final win in Formula 1 and finishes in P7. Red Bull win their 4th consecutive constructors title, followed by AlphaTauri in P2, Ferrari P3, Bugatti move up to P4, great season for them with George Russell on the team, McLaren P5, Mercedes P6, a very bad season for them, Alpine P7, Alfa Romeo P8, Aston Martin P9, Williams in P10, and Haas in dead last. In the driver transfer market, after a great season for Bugatti, Pierre Gasly decides to jump ship at AlphaTauri and rebuild the Bugatti team. Armstrong goes to Alfa Romeo, Mick Schumacher goes to AlphaTauri, Pedro Piquet goes to Aston Martin, Nicholas Latifi replaces Piquet at Ferrari, George Russell goes to McLaren, and Guan Yu Zhou goes to Mercedes. And at the end of 2027, there is a regulation change to the power, durability, and chassis departments, which really hope to shake up the grid going into 2028. In 2028, Charles Leclerc becomes a 6-time world champion as he takes 11 wins on the season. It is looking like no one can slow him down, followed by Esteban Ocon in P2 with 1 win, Verstappen in P3 with 1 win, Russell and Gasly finish P4 and P5 also with 1 win. Red Bull win their 5th consecutive Constructors title, followed by Ferrari in P2, AlphaTauri P3, McLaren P4, Mercedes P5, Bugatti dropped down to P6, that's unfortunate, Aston Martin P7, Alpine P8, Alfa Romeo P9, Williams P10, and Haas once again in dead last. In the driver transfer market, Lance Stroll decides to retire from Formula 1 for some reason, even though he's like 30. Jack Aitken goes to AlphaTauri. Samaya goes to Alpine, first time I've ever seen him in these simulations. Robert Schwartzman goes to Haas, and Nobuharu Matsushita goes to Williams. In 2029, Esteban Ocon actually wins the World Championship over Leclerc due to very poor reliability for Leclerc. He had 7 race wins and 5 DNFs. I can't believe that actually happened in a simulation because usually they get like 1 or 2 a season. But Esteban Ocon takes his first and only World Championship of this simulation, taking 5 wins on year to finish P1. Leclerc finishes in P2, taking 7 wins. Verstappen finishes P3 with 3, and Pierre Gasly finishes P4 with 1 win. Red Bull take another Constructors title, followed by Ferrari in P2, AlphaTauri P3, Bugatti P4, McLaren P5, Mercedes P6, Alpine P7, Aston Martin P8, Williams P9, Alfa Romeo P10, and Haas in dead last. In the driver transfer market, Max Verstappen decides to retire from Formula 1 as he could not do anything with Ferrari, but replacing him at Ferrari is 6-time world champion Charles Leclerc. Hey, match made in heaven right there, Leclerc and Ferrari. Roy Nissany, can't believe he made Formula 1, but he's going to Alfa Romeo. Dan Ticktum and Christian Lundgaard both go to Alpine. Samaya goes to Aston Martin. To partner Leclerc at Ferrari, we have Lewis Hamilton. Fernando Alonso goes to Mercedes. Nicholas Latifi goes to Red Bull. And Marcus Armstrong goes to Williams. In 2030, this probably has to be one of the most insane champions that I have ever seen, and Nicholas Latifi wins a world championship for Red Bull in 2030. He took 6 wins on the year to finish P1, followed by Ocon with 5 in P2, Aitken with 3 in P3. Alonso has 1 win to finish P4. Good to see him back on the top step of the podium. And Charles Leclerc took a win to finish in P5. I can't believe Latifi won a World Drivers' Championship. He beat Ocon, who beat Leclerc, which is kind of funny. Red Bull win another Constructors title. They win 8 in this simulation. AlphaTauri finished P2. Mercedes finished P3. Ferrari P4. McLaren P5, Bugatti P6, Aston Martin P7, Alfa Romeo P8, Williams P9, Alpine, terrible season, and just even career or simulation right now in P10, and Haas in dead last. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for the Bugatti simulation. If you did enjoy it, and if you did enjoy Nicholas Latifi winning a World Drivers' Championship, then please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Share with all of your friends, and if you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do. Just comment or see if you guys want to see another team that I haven't done yet, leave it in the comment section down below. I'll try to read every single comment like I do normally and add more teams to the list. I have some teams like Monster Energy and all those teams and Racing Point and all that, but if you want to see other teams, then let me know. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.